Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Go. Come on, set. Ready. 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 Set. Here we go, set. Ready. Down. 60 vices. Go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Set. Go. Come on. Set. Here we go, set. Set up. Let's go. Set. Ready. Ready. Down. Let's go now. Ready.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. On the visiting sideline, look at the head coach of the Jaguars. His guy sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the way, the head coach of the Bills. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
It was a dive up the middle. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's first and goal. Tight end motioning right. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills go up 6-0 here in the first. That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
They'll run it from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. And they'll throw third and long. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Trying the right side. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. keeps on moving into the red zone. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. From the red zone on first. Cut out left. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
He completes it in traffic. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. 2nd drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Working out of the gun. Sanders. That is caught. Takes Travis Hunter. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Textbook hitch right. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Gets it to him on the screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about... play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, well, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, Allen finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back, it's the handoff. Set out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. To the air on 1st down. Sanders. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bills set to take over offensively. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds the in route, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A motion at tight end left. Setting him on the dive. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught by his back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Allen now on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. Nice run across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Oh, Allen loses it. Oh, the Jags got it. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Forced out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. is hauled in by the running back. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, here's Sanders. And he's got it, it's in close. And he is stopped just before he can get the score, tackled inside that 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Chased out to his right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
PAT effort coming up. He connects on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
They're on 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Shakir sent in motion left. Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First down now, ball at the 33. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And now they face second down. Throwing again here, Sanders. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Working out of the gun, Sanders finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Ready?
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll go play action for Sanders. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Come on, come on. Press on, lady. Ready?
Sanders now on third down. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It is cut left side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now a design run. It's Allen. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Round it. Go.
To the air on third and long. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Round 80.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time,
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the air on first down, Sanders. A pickup of 17. And the Jaguars have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Low him back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Bills and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've set it down from 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw now, Allen. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. They're going play action. Too much lead on that throw.
I know. Yeah, I definitely need to look at him.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Back to the air here on 2nd. Sanders. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. All in left side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. He's got it over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. Dive play straight ahead. It's inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver.
And he pulls it. It's
Man.
kick goes too far to the left. Point after left on
We
the
need
table.
this game, dog.
Right, ready to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Hits him on the out route. Rolling into enemy territory. He is down to the 30-yard line.
Man, they be playing hard, dog.
Out of that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10.
Design bootleg here. Throw left side, complete. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And that nearly got him to midfield. He's out of bounds just a yard or 2 short. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. On first down, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's go now.
Play action, Sanders. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. Air it out on third. Pass Cox, hits Hunter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Running this one off right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Sanders back to throw. Cut out left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Handoff now from the gun. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
He's got it to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Right, ready to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete out to the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36.
36-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry-up here.
And the Bills first down.
Running it now out of the gun. By a man, he's in the clear. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9.
They kick the running back in motion.
And a yard.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown.
Yeah, they playing, dog.
Bills making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He'll take this at the 10. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Well, that touchdown, Brock, certainly has to make him reevaluate some things now. With this small of a lead and all 3 timeouts remaining on that other sideline, what are you thinking? Work the clock, or do you get aggressive for a score?
Honestly, Kate, we think through these game management situations, but as a player, you are just living in the present. Execute every play to the best of your possibilities, and you know offensively, this game right now is in your hands.
I know, dog. I did the same thing, bro. That shit was nice. Yeah, I like that too.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action for Sanders. Connecting on a slant. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A give now from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Nice. Say, man, I'm crunk about this running back, dog. That's a rookie right there, dog.
He's good on the extra point effort. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game. Right, ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I want to say 4th round. He was a late round pick.
This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back.
I know, dog. I don't see how niggas don't want to play this. This shit fun, dog. You keep up with your players and picks and shit.
Man in motion, headed right. Allen. Completed over the middle. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And this is covered by
they trying hard, dog.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now give left side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. 1st and 10 from the 32. Back-to-back carries here. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jaguars holding on to a field goal lead. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. There he goes again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the well again. And he takes this down close, shot to the 3. A solid run, 7 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And it's a designed run for him. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Buffalo.
Now we chilling until you play, dog. We'll watch y'all.